I'm the Aussie.
And the Indian! Oh, wrong one, this Indian!
Hey everybody, inmates, comrades, COVID survivors. Well, today's just a short ride, really just to a place called Windsor, about an hour from where I live in Sydney. But I'm really just going out there to see a mate perform, because it's nice to go to a gig finally. I thought I'd share with you some stories as I ride about the Aboriginal Dreamtime stories. Now, before you all go crazy on me, I'm not Aboriginal, Indigenous. In fact, I think I'm about a 4th generation bloody settler. So that means I come from convict DNA. So I'm just a bloody criminal, really. If you want the more original or authentic version, then please feel free to Google and do all that sort of stuff. I can't remember exact names of people, let alone pronounce them. So if I find them, I'll put them in the comments. And I'm sure the elders of all Indigenous cultures around the world do pass on their stories. I find them absolutely fascinating and I love reading about them. So I'm going to pass them on to whoever's listening who may not normally get to hear about these things. So this story is called The Fighting Brothers. And I love it because it helps explain a few things. Well, in the Dreamtime legends, it helps explain some stuff. Okay, so the Fighting Brothers. There were these two brothers from a tribe on the west coast of Victoria. Now, the older brother was a very successful huntsman, fisherman. He knew where all the best spots were and he always came back with lots of spoils for the tribe. The younger brother, of course, was not as good as the older brother and was very jealous. And he held a little bit of dislike for his older brother because he was envious. And then when the older brother married the most beautiful woman in the tribe, the younger brother was very pissed off because he fancied her. So one day when the older brother was out hunting and gathering food to bring back, the younger brother was pleading with the woman to run away with him, trying to convince her that her life would be better with him. She refused. So the younger brother, in his crazy jealousness, abducted her and stole her and ran into the bushes far to the east, almost to the other side of the coastline, where he hid with her. And when the older brother came back to the village, he noticed obviously that his missus wasn't there, and he also knew instinctively that the younger brother had done something. So upon finding out that the other tribe people said that he ran off with her, he went into the bushes to look for them. So he went in and he had his spear with him, and as he was going into the bushes, following their tracks, the younger brother saw him from a ledge that he was approaching. So he hid a little bit deeper and he watched his older brother search. The older brother then got up on that ledge so he could look out over the bush to see if he could see where his brother and his wife could be hiding. While he was up on that ledge, the younger brother got a boomerang and threw it at him and it embedded between his shoulder blades. So the older brother fell down into the bushes from the ledge that he was standing with the boomerang in his back, where he laid on his stomach, but he still had his spear in his hand. The younger brother, triumphant with glee, went up on the ledge to see if he could see him where he'd fallen, but he couldn't. So he jumped down. As he jumped down, the older brother, laying injured with the boomerang in his back, with his last bit of strength, held up his spear, and the younger brother fell onto the spear and it impaled him and went through his back. This activity and movement pushed them over the ledge where they fell to their deaths, if they weren't already dead. As the older brother fell into the sea with the boomerang in his back, he turned into a shark. And the dorsal fin on a shark represents the boomerang in his back. And that's how the shark got his fin on the back. Now the other brother, he fell onto a big flat ledge in the sea and it flattened him. The impact flattened him. And the spear that was embedded in the younger brother became the barbed tail of a stingray. And all the fighting and stomping on the cliff's edge before they fell to their death have little blowholes of water. And that represents their stomping of their feet, where all the water comes up all angry from the sea up into the cliff through the blowholes. So that's the story of the fighting brothers and how the shark got its dorsal fin and how the stingray was flat and got its spear tail. And I've got a picture that I'll show you now. It's called Ainsley Roberts, who has done an amazing array of pictures all related to these Dreamtime stories. Today I'm going to see a great Aussie original singer-songwriter called Glenn Bidmead, and I've often featured his music in my videos. But now that I've hit 1,000 subscribers, thank you very much, every time I use all my mates' music, I get a copyright warning now, even though I have permission from them, but the publishers don't know that they've given me permission, so all these fucking alarm bells go off. So sadly I can't, I've got to find another way to help promote original singer-songwriters. And the other thing I've got to do is find my other jacket. I've got this jacket which I bought, I don't know, 7 years ago in Amsterdam. And it's like a size 10, which in America is size 8, which sounds fantastic. I've never been a size 8. Anyway, I'm now a COVID size 12. I'm here in Windsor. Nearly went up the back of a horse float there, freaking around with this camera. So I've never been to this venue before. Thank you. I'm a bit lost, but I'll find my way. Here at the Glenn Bidmead concert. Are we doing elbows or whatever? Fucking COVID shit show. Good night. How are you? I'm looking forward to today. And I often feature Glenn in my videos. So I'll pack it around, get tired and go. I can't see.
Calamity Jane is parked in a loading zone again. Calamity Jane, Calamity Jane. Railway tracks, no looking back.
Hello, who's that?
Railway tracks.
Music?
What's the other railway
That's
tracks?
dedication, mate. Joining me today. Yes, I'm back in my city apartment. Here's the thing with being in the city. There's a lot of scooter riders around. And I don't know about you. But when scooter riders give you a bit of a nudge, like a nod, like, hey fellow biker, something's not right with that. And Lorraine, his manager, putting on a good show. Beautiful Sydney winter's day again. And I'll try and get more gigs in now, but that we're allowed back into doing gigs again. I hope it doesn't stop. I hope there's not a second shutdown. That would be disastrous. Been listening to Glenn on the way home. Anyway, people, Stay safe out there. Keep your distances. All that shit. And for all you fuckers bloody getting in crowds and spreading the germs, go fuck yourselves.
That's what I'm thinking about you. And it don't make me sad. I just want someone to be true. I'm saving all the fame. Well, commitment's not my thing. Confrontation don't sit right with me. So I pack it my guitar and go. It's gonna be a long